You once killed Quentin Tarantino. How
Yes.
did that feel?
It would have felt really good if he would have stayed dead, but he's still alive.
Quentin, he's a wonderful person, very charming, good spirit, but he talks all the time, really loud. And when Tito
finally killed him,
the crew broke out in applause.
Because he had to go home after that. He was done, so they sent him home, and nobody was tortured by his talking. Because he literally does talk from
Dusk to dawn.
dusk till dawn. Yeah.
How was your start in the LA film industry?
Well, let's see. As an actor, I started early. I did some short movies, but in the music business, in the film business, composing music, I did our first film together with Stevie. We did a film called Repo Man.
Yeah.
And it was a cult film, not unlike the cult phenomenon of Quentin and Robert, but it was a punk movie, and it got a lot of attention in the 80s. And this kind of put us on the map as film composers. And since then, we've been in the business.
Do you know how many gigs you have done so far?
In my life, you mean? Oh my God, no.
No? How many would you guess?
I don't know, thousands. I don't know, it's just my whole life I've been on stage. If I started counting, I'd probably die counting.
Honestly, Tito's so used to being on stage that sometimes he falls asleep on stage. It's just
while I'm performing.
Yeah.
It's just like home.
When will Spanish be the #1 language in LA?
Oh, pretty soon.
I think it already is.
Pretty soon. There's a joke that that LA is the second largest city in Mexico.
Yeah.
But it'll be soon, because there's just so many Latinos. I mean, I think 10 years ago there were 38 million registered Latinos in the U.S., and that means if they were registered, there was at least 10 times more non-registered. So it's obvious they're everywhere, and lots of things are in Spanish and in English because of that. It's just I'd say in another 10 years I'd be surprised if anyone speaks English.
Well, I hope that in California they make it like Florida, where it's a bilingual state. I mean, it was really a joy to get to Miami and to hear Spanish speaking, and yet knowing that everybody speaks English too. Everybody speaks English and everybody speaks Spanish, and it's a wonderful system. And in Florida, they're really happy that they've done that. And I don't understand why they haven't done the same thing in California, because it's to the benefit of everybody.
And how was your childhood?
My childhood was great. My parents were really supportive, and they really helped me decide, or they encouraged me to be an artist or a singer or whatever. And my parents were very soulful. They loved music, and they danced really well together. They were really good dance partners. And this, I think, made them happy that their children, some of them were artistic. They enjoyed that. There were 8 children. There were 8 of us, yeah. And so I had a really good childhood. I had no complaints. And, having a lot of brothers and sisters doesn't, make it less fun. It makes it more fun, because you're always, something's happening. Somebody's always in trouble, or somebody's always doing something funny, so it's good. Hi, we're Tito and Tarantula, and you're watching
Mulatak,
the only TV show you'll ever need. Party, man, party.